By holding the 8 here. Spy, nice little pop there. BDSX gapping up, popping. I think it's halted. Alright, BDSX. Looks like it is. Yep. Oops. Yeah, that's a pretty nice big candle there. Alright. Let me see what I can see. I'm going to look to see if for some additional trades here. There's another solar stock here, JKS. Big nice move in JKS. Looking at JKS, the $30 calls. JKS, the $30 calls are coming back, just pulling back a little bit right now. They're 50 by 80 cents, a pretty wide spread for an out of the money. So we'll see if it keeps on going from here. All the solar stocks are pretty strong, as we mentioned earlier. Roger did Sedge, nice one here. First Solar, also trying to move up and run. Trying to move up here, and now we've got JKS, JK Solar, trying to move up. Big white candles here, stacking. See if we get another move here. So 50 by 80 on the $30 calls. The in the money calls, the 2750s are 235 by 250. For the 2750s with a 220 of intrinsic value. That's pretty good, actually. That's a pretty good trade. It only has monthlies, so you can do it for this week or for next month, but it has earnings on 3/25, March 25th. SPY moving sideways here, but still green for the day. Market is going green, not by a huge amount, but it is going green. Qs as well are green. I don't know about the IWM. Yeah, slightly green, 0.2%.
SRPT
Is Sedge right there. And again, I took some JKS here. JK Solar, took some in the money calls. little after 12 o'clock. And ASOS, early EMA rejection. Yeah, I know. I went to the 50, but I was watching to see if it rejected there, which it did today. We'll see if it pulls back again. We've got 95 puts on this thing. It's in bad shape because it's bounced up really strongly the last 2-3 days. But it did get to the 50, and we'll see if it fails there. 95 strikes, so we're only 26 cents out of the money on it, so we'll see if it pulls back. SPY moving up here. JKS trying to move. All the solar stocks looking pretty decent right now. JKS resistance at 30.23. 30.23. Roy, Roblex rejecting at the 8 today. Is it a potential short again, Roblex? Yeah, it's potentially. I mean, it's a pretty strong move up here today, and I would give it some time here. It really needs to break down a little bit. We've got a double bottom right here in Roblex, so it's kind of bounced off it this morning. I would be very cautious before I would short this right now. We really want to see it break down below here. Irene is strong, Frank. Riding the 5-minute EMA. Yep, nice movement, Irene. Pretty decent daily chat as it comes off the low here. Yep, riding right up the 8. Is JKS High volume resistance 29.71. Let me see. What was the date on that, Maxim? 11/6/25. Right here. Yeah, it probably is. It's got one there. And let me switch over to the high volume candles. I mean that's a decent one right there. Oops. The other ones go back a little bit further. Anywhere in this area is some resistance. I mean that's a resistance from there. That's a resistance there. And there's a resistance at the very high of that candle. Oops. The sedge just kind of riding along, still trading at 36. And JK Solar also just kind of moving sideways. Market's pretty strong. You can see the market internals are rolling over a little bit here right now. So I'd be cautious with longs right here. Hey Sacklin, yeah, I had a great weekend. I hope you did as well. Tesla through the 15. Yeah, I saw that. We'll see if it stays there. Again, it's through the 15 with resistance at 457.51 now. High volume resistance 457.51. Joe, it's JKS, you have 30.58 for high volume. JKS 30.58. Thank you. Yeah, I've got one that's 30.58 as well. Got a couple of small ones in between there, between here and there. I still like it. I still like it long E. And that JKS, you're looking at the I think the top of the body candle on 11/17. But we'll see what happens here. SPY starting to move up. Whoops. JKS starting to move up again. Again, I got some in the money calls on JKS.
Cover for the New York Times says Trump Hanman here's a deal of Taiwan, still a buy pop in TSM.
Nice little pop there in JKS. JKS still going up. Took some profits in my JKS. Took profits in JKS. Okay, I'm out of JKS. Looks like it was a good timing as it pulls back here. It had, the resistance. I have several different resistance. It did run into that one at 25,996 right there. But again, I'm out of JKS right now. And the SPY just kind of moving sideways. Not an awful lot of the market's drifting up, but it's not really strong here. Overly strong. Market internal starting to come down a little bit right now. The SPY on the daily chart. See, the SPY on the daily chart looks pretty good. You see where it is? There's an all-time high right there at the top of that candlestick. 695.31. So just about $1 away from the all-time high in the SPY. Q's well away from the all-time high, but a pretty nice move here. We're getting up close to Friday's high now. And IWM, pretty strong on the daily chart. Again, that was an all-time high on the IWM right there. Again, I'm out of JKS. Took a profit in that. Took profits in AA today. That was a nice one. Still watching Netflix. See if we can get a pullback in it. It's up 41 cents right now, but it's pulling back from the high. O'Reilly, I'm just watching the 50-day moving average on O'Reilly. It's failed at the 50, so we'll see if it moves back down again. And BBIO has been all over the place here today. Just chopping around like crazy, putting in a huge hammer bar. Okay, about 12:17. And O'Reilly, I'm tempted to get rid of it, but I'm gonna watch it here today. It did hit the 50-day moving average resistance level, went through it near the 200. Now it's pulling back down again. Again, we're in the money. We have $95 put, so we're slightly in the money on these things right now. So if I was way out of the money on these things, I wouldn't mess with it. But we do have some chance of this thing pulling back down to around 92.60 or so. And if that would be the case, we'd be in decent shape on it. So we'll see what it does. Again, I'm gonna watch it for a while. Right, gonna look for some more stocks. Again, I did take a little bit of a profit in JK Solar. Yeah, I took a nice profit in Baba this morning. Papa was a Uncat trade. Here when it ran up pretty good. It's not doing much since then. With the Uncat trades, you have to catch them, and you can't really hang around in these things too long unless they maintain a continuation of the uptrend. But you know, the Chinese stocks were strong this morning and starting to just kind of flatten out right here now. Solars were pretty strong, but you know, this is very, very choppy. You look at that big red candle. Sedge not doing that, by the way. Notice Sedge didn't put in the red candle like JKS did. Run pulling back a bit, but nothing too bad. And First Solar, they put in kind of a red candle, but JKS had the biggest one right there. Again, I'm out of that trade. Yeah, we took a nice profit in Alcoa. That was a good one that we closed out. We'll see what the other ones do. We got earnings starting the end of the week. Banks reporting this week. Bank of America reporting on the 14th. Which is very weak today, by the way, Bank of America. Wells Fargo reporting on the 14th, which is also weak today. Goldman reports on the 15th. It's actually holding up pretty well. JPM down this morning about 2%, reporting on the 13th. So, got some stocks reporting tomorrow. JPM reports, and then the rest of the week, most of the banks. Market internals drifting down. They're not coming down really hard, but they're drifting down. Hey Terry, SPY Super System setups, especially index setups. What are you looking for in regards to volume? I'm trying to implement volume more in my decision making for the entry. You know, on the SPY Super System for the indexes, the SPY, the Qs, the IWM, if you get a high volume candle, it's a help, but you don't get as many. Usually you get them in the morning and late in the day, but you don't typically see as much high volume candles on the indexes as you do on certain stocks, because you're looking for relative strength and relative weakness in the stocks. That's not what you're looking for on the SPY and the Qs, and they typically don't produce big, huge volume candles during the day. You know, that tends to be more unusual with those. I would be much more just focused on your current time frame momentum here, and the VWAP, the 15 and the 8, and just trade that just like the SPY Super System is set up to trade it. I don't think, you know, if you have a high volume candle, it's great, but I don't think I would wait for that to take a trade in the SPY Qs or IWM. For stocks, they're a help. For definitely is a help on stocks. Tesla, again, see if it can hold this resistance level that it just went through. Microsoft pulling back here. Apple bouncing up this morning above the 100-day moving average. Oh, Ruthie's back. Ruthie's back already. Where'd it go? Yeah.
Yeah, I was walking around the parking lot, looking to see if I could find.
That's probably blown away long ago.
Oh yeah, but you know, it was in the bush. You know, like there's some empty. It's that.
You knew you'd be here by the way before you
Oh,
bring
yeah.
the car coming in.
Yeah, and I put the garbage can.
Oh.
It had fallen over. Not
Okay.
the recycle bin.
Blew over?
It had fallen over, was laying kind of half on the
They
street.
picked the stuff up, right?
Yeah. So I went to pick it up and go.
That's what you heard. That's what you heard.
That's what you heard. You heard me. Boy, So anyway, but.
Murray said, by the way, the Saturday thing is not because it's not working, it's because he has a webinar this Saturday. He just wants to finish it for this week.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Anyway, so I started telling you, there's a lot of crap, a lot of cups, and stuff in this area where there's, nothing. Just, where the wild, the thing with the ropes, wild, like a workout course, not a workout course, but it's for kids, but it closed a long time ago on Folly. Anyway, all around that area, there's all these white surgical gloves.
Oh, really?
White, yeah.
Lovely.
I can't even imagine what that is for. I don't want to imagine it.
Oh, well, pills.
Yeah, I found, these are for travel.
Oh, for travel.
Yeah. So, that was my only plan. I wanted to get these because I'm the.
I like those things.
Hooked, I tell ya, hooked.
I got a better honey habit. Coffee is a cookie
I
habit.
could try to reduce it to no more than 4 a day. It's cold out in the sun.
Yeah. Cool tonight. All right, coming up on 12:28 here. Market made a nice little recovery after this pullback this morning. Pretty hard pullback and big volume. Moved right up, filled the gap, and we've just been kind of drifting for the last half an hour, 45 minutes or so. Looking Tesla getting green. It's above its resistance level right now. We'll see if it stays there. Sedge still moving up, and again I'm out of JKS. I had JKS for long. I took it off right on that white candle right there, and I'm out of that one. And I traded Baba this morning for a nice gain. It's going again right now. Big move in Baba right here. Pretty much running right into resistance. Went right through 166.37. So it's still got some room to the upside now. Let's see. Next resistance on Baba, 172.93 and 168. There is a resistance level at 168.79, 168.79, and then 172.93.
Shit.
Hey Joe, SMR, oh my cat, wide spreads, but in at 71 out of 83 for 950 puts. Good job, SMR. put side, yeah. Nice put to trade. SMR, yeah, nice put trade right there. It came down. No big huge volume though. All right. Gotta look around for some trades. It's about 12:30. I'm gonna get lunch in probably about 15 minutes. I did when I add to Netflix. I really put. I wouldn't. I don't think. The difficulty with Netflix is the expiration date here. We're expiring Friday because we're running up against earnings. I want to see it get below this 89.11 level. If it breaks below 89.11, then I'd be interested in maybe adding it or taking it for an intraday trade. But we just have so little time, and I don't like this fact that it bounced up. But it's still a decent short. There it is right here, just kind of bouncing around. Again, I'm out of JKS. Sedge is still looking decent here. Yeah, Sedge is looking very nice. And Baba ran up again here, but pulling back in. I want to chase these things. SNX pulling out here. DOCN also a good one here. CSX with some weakness here. I'm going to grab some lunch here in about 2 minutes. Just watching this market just kind of churn around. I can't really find anything I want to trade right now for any of the trades at the moment. To buy super system or any swing trades. Just kind of watching. AA worked very nicely. We took profits in that. Netflix is starting to try to pull back a little bit. I've made that push move up. I wouldn't chase any of these right now. VSX was a decent one this morning, as the short still is. Watching O'Reilly trying to pull back down. Right, I'm gonna get some lunch. I'm gonna go ahead and end the YouTube feed. YouTube, thanks very much, everybody, for being in there today. I appreciate it. We'll appreciate to see you back here on Tuesday about 11:30. We'll get started, and be looking to see what happens with the market. Again, a fairly strong market here today. Pulled back this morning, has recovered pretty nicely. The indexes are all green right now. All right, have a great one, everybody.